There it is. Okay.
You'll tell me when it's live. Alright. I'm just gonna check and see if this guy can get it. still can't see anything on it.
Can't see anything.
No. He's looking at it right now. There's nothing up on there's nothing on the UNLV site. We're good? Okay, cool. Good afternoon from City National Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, downtown Summerlin. This is Game 2 of the weekend series against the Colorado Buffs. Of course, yesterday, Game 1, UNLV lost 3-0, basically a 1-0 game. And here's a breakaway on the other side by Colorado. That's Jonas Gordon, this big save there by Ben Giesbrook as Colorado keeps it in their own. And again, Giesbrook with a big save. And UNLV tries to clear. As soon as we get a break in the play here, we'll kind of set up the show you what we have going on. We're in the far right, so anything down in the left-hand corner, we're going to do our best to bring you. But let's just set the matchups for today. Colin Champagne, who pitched a shutout yesterday for the Buffs, is back in goal, as is Ben Giesbrook for UNLV. Giesbrook allowed one goal mostly, except for a 2-on-1, then an empty netter at the end, so 2 goals total on that. UNLV is looking for a measure of revenge today, and hopefully most of the play will be down at this end where I can see them. Zach Lawson for UNLV will take the face-off. Matt Anders for Colorado is his face-off opponent. And this is something yesterday that UNLV didn't do, is win big face-offs, but they won that one, shot just high, as Connor Hetzel gets one over the goaltender. Here's a breakaway on the other end. And it appeared that Giesbrook got a stick on it. So let's reset. 9 minutes ago, first period, UNLV 1-0. UNLV scored early in the game with about a minute into it. And unfortunately, up here, we cannot hear who scored the goal, but we'll do our best to bring you that information as we'll find it at the end of the first period. I'm Dana Lane along with Jeff Belknap, and they gave me a color guy this year, so we'll see. We're going to do this one, and then next week or 2 weeks against Utah at home as Colorado carries the action up through the middle. That was Trace Javelin. Javelin scored a goal yesterday for Colorado. One of 3 goal scorers, as Gruber also scored. George Gruber the 7th, which is why he wears number 7, which was an interesting fact. Here's UNLV. If they hurt, he got a 3-on-1. Unable to do so as the puck rolls off the stick over to the far corner. Here's Gruber with a pass up front. Can't find anybody. Big hit there by Jonas Gordon. And you'll notice this UNLV team, if you look up and down their roster, is full of freshmen. So, yes, it's a weekend full of first, and we'll go through those as we go on the broadcast. We have a whistle now, and it looks like we're going to have potentially a bench minor. And UNLV appears to go on the power play. So this is a weekend of first for UNLV hockey. The first game the first official game that is played here at City National Arena, home of the Vegas Golden Knights. This is where they practice, and UNLV is fortunate enough to play their home games here. Seats about 600 people with standing room only, which we saw yesterday. Fantastic crowd yesterday. Estimated crowd about 800 people, which is, if you compare that to other club sports, that's a fantastic turnout for the UNLV Running Rebels. And an afternoon game here on a Saturday afternoon looks like a little bit less than that, but a good turnout as well. A little less standing room only, but certainly the seats are full. And then also, it's important to make note of that this is UNLV's first Division I ACHA game, and not to be confused with Division I NCAA, which is also kind of a point of confusion during the off season. But this is ACHA. It is club hockey, but it's Division I club hockey. So this is not even at the Division II level. It wasn't to be confused with intramurals or anything. This is serious hockey, but what's most important about this is the next step for UNLV going Division I NCAA. So it's baby steps, and of course last weekend they got their season off to a fantastic start with 2 wins against Arizona State on the road. So right now, when the first unofficial ranking came out, UNLV is at number 21, and they're playing number 11 Colorado right now. And this year, the also first is we got some ice girls and ice boys. So I don't know if they want me to call them ice boys. We'll go with ice men. But it's real cool. It's very cool. And UNLV has a great setup here, and they're very lucky as the Golden Knights have been have been fantastic hosts and allowed them to, built them a locker room from day one, and UNLV is only going to benefit from this. So 7:47 to go. Looks like we're going to have matching penalties. UNLV 1, Colorado nothing. Matching penalties, so we'll skate 4-on-4 for 2 minutes. Gagnon will take the face-off against Barriga against Barriga, and Barriga wins the face-off. Something UNLV is doing today that they didn't do yesterday is win face-offs. As kept in the Rebel zone, there's an opportunity up front, but tripped up is Elijah Barriga. Chance out in front. Here's Barriga again with the puck. Little wrister just high, and the puck is out of play. Good opportunity there for Barriga as he coasted around the far boards, found an opening, and got a wrist shot off that was just high and up into the netting. 7:17 to go. First period, 1-0 UNLV. A minute 29 left in the penalties. Face off in the far dot. And Barriga again takes the face-off, wins it again. UNLV much better in the face-off circle today. Colorado has control. Few numbers on the Colorado roster, or on the ice right now for Colorado that is not on the roster. So I apologize to their family as we speak. But we'll do our best to identify them at the end of the first period. But we got all of UNLV's as UNLV carries it up through the left-hand side. Barriga loses an edge, falls down as Colorado controls through the neutral zone. A little bit of a rush to the net. The puck doesn't get there as UNLV controls. Colorado definitely playing a physical brand of hockey, which usually is not a problem with UNLV. But again, with this being a bunch of a team of freshmen, you don't know how they're going to respond to the physical play. And of course, this is their first Division I game as well. So a lot of first on the ice, a lot of first for the university as well. George Gruber controlled, and a little bit of a dump in there. Big battle in the corner, and back out to the point. That's Luke Carter, and Luke Carter dances the puck in deep, doesn't get it on net. There's George Gruber with the puck. Back to Luke Carter. Carter looking for somebody in the middle. Can't find anybody. Tripped up. Still controls the puck, but now the puck is loose as the puck goes out of the UNLV zone. 5:45 to go. Both penalties are up. Both teams are at 5-on-5 as UNLV controls behind Ben Giesbrecht. Dump into the UNLV zone as UNLV changes. Big hit there by Jake Sachs. Jake Sachs, you talked to Sachs, you definitely can see he worked hard over the summer. All these kids that came from their Division II school, Division II team last year, certainly has come to practice as Menovi controls it for Colorado. Certainly came to practice this year with the intention of being better, and you can definitely see it in their work ethic in practice. 5:04 to go, first period, 1-0 UNLV. Dump in behind Champaign. The Buffs control. On up to Trace Jablin. And we got a whistle. Looks like we're going to have an offsides call. And a late hit at the other end of the ice. Not sure if we're going to get a penalty on that. Doesn't look like we will, but there is some residue. If you watch if you tried to watch yesterday's game, there is some residue of physicality, and as the game goes on, it's more and more likely that both of these teams are going to like each other less. There was a couple big hits yesterday, and it was a hard-fought physical game. It wasn't dirty in any way, but certainly if you're UNLV, you want to create your own physical advantage tonight, where I think yesterday Colorado certainly had that advantage as well. Face-off back outside the blue line and the Colorado end. Matt Anders will take the face-off for the Buffs. Wins the face-off. Back to Menobi. And Menobi gets it up ice, up through the neutral zone, broken up there by the Rebels, but the Buffs control back in their own zone and dumps it down in on Giesbrook. Giesbrook comes out to play it, dumps it off. I'm sorry, my my eyes aren't that good, so I can only guess on the other side. Back here behind Champaign, back out to the point, and then back behind Champaign. Here's Cameron Fink, another one of their prize freshmen, as he dumps it off to Elijah Barriga. And Colorado controls up through the middle. Here's Trace Jablin. Jablin looking to make a move just onside, and no, they called it offside. So 3:58 to go, first period, 1-0 UNLV. Jablin was just offside on that. And the linesman was right there, and you have to think he saw it pretty good because it was close. So we talk about the UNLV freshmen, Matthew Painshad, Elijah Barriga, Cameron Fink, all guys that started yesterday's game on the UNLV top line, all freshmen. And Painshad 1 goal versus Arizona State, Barriga 2 assists versus ASU, and Cameron Fink 1 assist versus ASU. Didn't score yesterday, so that statistical figure holds true. And he talked to Anthony Vigneri-Greener, the head coach of the UNLV Rebels, and there's a little bit of a glint in optimism in his eye. Last year, of course, they ended last season 28-7 with a trip to Columbus, Ohio, to play in a national tournament. Went 1-2 in the national tournament and won their third game against the Ohio Bobcats. So it gave them something to feel good about on that trip, and the kids certainly grew up on that trip as well. And now they're going to take that experience and that seasoning and bring it to Division I ACHA. 3:58 to go, first period, 1-0 UNLV. We'll give you the defensive lineup. Sean Plonsky and Chase Toronto will be the second pairing. First pairing, Jonas Gordon, Jacob Curley is the first pairing. And, of course, third pairing is Connor Hetzel and Zachary Schlitt. And Connor Hetzel was here from last year's team. And you look up and down the lineup, there's Cody Williams, there's Connor Hetzel, Jake Sachs, not a lot, Tristan Mayer, not a lot of guys that played last year. Those guys are still on the team, but the quality of players that UNLV went out and got in the offseason in anticipation of the move to Division I is evident, and certainly those guys are going to have to work a little bit harder for their minutes. Here's a mad scramble in front of Giesbrook, and we have a whistle. And it's on the other end of the ice, so we'll have to wait and see what the call is. 3:40 to go, first period, 1-0 UNLV. It's got to be an absolute thrill for these kids when they come to the City National Arena where the Golden Knights practice. They practice just about every day. I think Friday was their first off day as UNLV wins to draw, bumped off the puck, got to the point, and it looks like it's going to be out of play. So 3:29 to go, first period. UNLV 1, Colorado nothing. And I remember driving by this place that Mr. Bill Foley and Murray Craven built, and I watched him push dirt from day one, and it's amazing that a short time later we have going to be ready. We think the rink is going to be ready, but the building might not. Well, not only was it ready under budget and on time. Big shot from the side. That's Zach Lawson. And Lawson had a wrister. And that was the other thing yesterday. UNLV had plenty of opportunities, but they were a split second late on their decision making. And I thought Zach Lawson there made a good decision quick. There was no play to the middle because there was no trailer. So it was best to get that shot off, and another one didn't get to Champaign. And UNLV keeps it in. Big score. Yeah, it looked like a score. It wasn't in. It was a big shot from the point. Didn't get in and bounced right out. I thought it went in and bounced right out again, but the referee waved it off. So we play on 3 minutes ago, 1-0 UNLV. As Colorado dances the puck into the zone now, UNLV controls through the neutral zone. Head of steam dumped in, and UNLV is going to get a line change as Colorado goes back to get the puck. And we're going to have a penalty here. So 2:33 to go. First period. Looks like we're going to have a slashing call. And it's 1-0 UNLV, and we'll see officially who the call is going to be on. It looks like Colorado's going to the power play, and it looks like it's going to be a slashing call on Chase Toronto as he goes to the bench. Chase Toronto from Edmonton, Canada. Ton of Canadians, ton of Americans, as you would expect on this UNLV team. Face-off in the far circle, and these are the key situations where UNLV must win these face-offs. Yesterday they had a 5-on-3 late in the game. Lost big face-offs, and therefore hindering their ability to get on the scoreboard as they lost 3-0. Colorado up through the middle. Back over to Trace Javelin. Able to access the offensive zone pretty easy. Matt Anders has the puck. Now back out to the point. Find who number 2 is. Possibly it's Brandon Tangney, but we don't have a number on him. Back to the point again. Slap shot faked. Here's a little wrister in front. Big save there by Ben Giesbrook. Puck still loose. 1:51 to go. 1:17 to go on the power play. UNLV 1-0, and a puck dances outside the zone, so Colorado has to go back and regroup. Token forecheck there by Joe Kozubski. Of course, Kozubski, another one of the new Rebels, had 4 goals and 1 assist last week against Arizona State. As Colorado goes into UNLV zone to set up. Good play there, bumped off the puck, and here comes the Rebels, potentially a 2-on-1 if they can hurry. Slapper and a save by Champaign. Good opportunity there by Zach Lawson as they use the speed to go. Here's another chance, another save by Champaign. Big battle there in the corner. It's Connor Hetzel, another one of last year's returnees. Kid who obviously put some work in the offseason. Battle there in the corner as Colorado finally regains possession of the puck. Big wraparound, can't find anybody in front. Still controlling, looking for an cross-ice option. Finally gets the puck across the crease. Doesn't find a home on a Buffalo stick, and we're going to have another penalty called. And this one looks like it's going to be on Colorado, so we're going to even it up. Well, maybe I should just wait. It looks like it's going to be a hooking call. I'm guessing it's going to be on Colorado due to the fact that there's a Rebel on the ice. 46.3 seconds left. First period, 1-0 UNLV. And we are going to even the penalties up, and then UNLV will go on a power play for 1:47. And they'll have 33 seconds left in the first period penalty. So they'll have 33 seconds left in the first period penalty. That penalty will hold over to the second period. And a big face-off win by the Rebels. Looking for somebody in front. That was yesterday. UNLV was kept to the perimeter. And any good goaltender is going to have a good day if your offense is perimeter oriented. So 31 seconds now. A minute 44 left in the penalty. That penalty is to Matt Anders of Colorado. Face off down in the Colorado end. Joe Kozubski comes in for UNLV, loses the face-off by UNLV, keeps it in their zone. Kept there now by Victor Brask. Big shot and a save by Colin Champagne. And that was a huge shot from the point. Jacob Curley got a point-blank shot on Champagne, and he came down with a big save. Champagne is not your prototypical goaltender. Looks to be about 5'8", 5'9", but did the job yesterday in net, and so far today has only given up that first goal early on. And a face-off won by the Buffs as they throw the puck down ice. 1:29 left in the power play, 13 seconds left in the first period. And at the end of the first period, we'll take a short break, and we'll come right back. Here's this opportunity in front, and I think it looked like Geisbrook got a stick on it. And that's going to do it for the first period. Okay, so we'll regroup. At the end of the first period, UNLV 1, Colorado 0. From City National Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, downtown Summerlin, I'm Dana Lane along with Jeff Belknap, and we'll be back at the end of this intermission, and we'll reset everything, and we'll have the second and third period flowing pretty good. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you in a minute. UNLV. Action down at the far end, so bear with me because we're far away from that. But UNLV controls and back out of the zone to the neutral zone. Jacob Curley back to play defense. 3-on-1 for Colorado. Unable to get a shot on net. Good job by Curley there of breaking up a 3-on-1. And Colorado once again looks like they got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Back in front of Giesbrook, and he makes a save. Actually, it looked like it was a whiff from Gruber, and Gruber had a little bit of a room over Giesbrook's shoulder, unable to get it there. And it looked like it was more of a whiff than a save, but a good opportunity for Colorado to open up the second period. It's always important the first 2 or 3 minutes of the second period to see how they react to whatever they were told or changes that they'll make to their plan. Opportunity out front for UNLV. Couldn't get a stick in it, but still keeps it into the offensive zone. And now back out as UNLV goes out, dumps it back in. Dumps it back in behind Champagne, and he went out to play it, left it off or above. Good forecheck there by UNLV, making it difficult on Colorado to get it out of their offensive end or their defensive end, which is exactly what Colorado did to them yesterday. UNLV couldn't find a lot of room on the ice. Extremely physical. The game was mostly to the perimeter. And as we said in the first period, you have a hot goaltender, which Colorado does, and you keep your team to a perimeter. It's a perimeter game. It's going to be very difficult to get a lot of offensive opportunities at the face-offs down in the Colorado offense and the Colorado end, won by UNLV. Wrister there and a score. It looked like a wrister from, we're going to see who it was, and of course I was yeah of course oh, you're on mic now, that's great. That's Jeff Belnetz, and of course we were hoping that all the action would be on the side closest, but
well, it's only a good about 70 feet away. So.
Yeah. Well, all we know is the important thing is 7:23 to go, second period, and UNLV now has a 2-0 lead over Colorado. In the ACHA, they don't take time to celebrate. Face-off won by UNLV. Barriga wins the face-offs down into the Colorado end. UNLV skating much better than they did yesterday. A lot more life in their legs today. And Colorado probably, here's a 2-on-1, can't get it over. As Gruber had an opportunity, shot just wide of Giesbrook. I think it's Giesbrook. As UNLV skates it out. Got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Here comes the Colorado trailer to make it 3-on-3. Big battle in front. Big battle in back of Champagne as Colorado controls and back out again. 16:41 to go, second period. Looking for a trailer in front. Nobody there. Kind of looked like the two games look like the complete opposite yesterday to today. Colorado looks like the team that can't get anything in front. Big slapper doesn't find its way onto Giesbrook, and here is a breakaway. If he hurries, and no. Big hit there in front, and we'll see who had the breakaway. And, of course, all the action's on the other side, so all the sixes look like eights. 16:14, whistle blows, 16:14 to go, second period. UNLV 2, Colorado nothing.
Good crowd on hand.
Great crowd on hand. Jeff, we got to get the I appreciate UNLV to give me a color guide this year.
That's right.
I don't even.
I'm
just in my own little world over here. Face-off won by UNLV, doing a much better job in the face-off circle today. And now the puck bounces out to the neutral zone and back in. Play called onside as they rush to the far corner. One there by UNLV, a slapper in the middle, and a save by Champagne. Good opportunity again for the Rebels. Today's just a much better effort. Looks like the guys are rested. Looks like they got a good night's sleep. And we got a whistle blown, and we're going to have a penalty. So we'll see. This possibly could be a UNLV penalty. Jeff, did you see what happened down there?
I did not.
Okay.
Following the puck with his camera, man.
Yeah, I know. Well, Jeff, so just to explain, Jeff is doing color. He's doing camera. Yesterday he was trying to get this up on a computer. So Jeff's doing way more than me. I'm just trying to squint and see.
Oh,
But yeah, you're right about the crowd. Yesterday was a great crowd. I would estimate, I mean, this place seats 600. There was standing room only, so maybe, you know, the ticket gals out front said there was about 700. I think there was a little bit more than that, but UNLV goes to the power play now, and now the puck is dumped out into the neutral zone as they go back to regroup. So 15:27 to go, second period, 1-0 Rebels. Elijah Barriga up through the middle, tries to get it over to the side, unsuccessful, and dumped back in as UNLV goes to regroup. Jacob Curley with the puck, gets it on over to Barriga. Barriga looking for a trailer in the middle, can't find anybody as Colorado controls, tries to get it out, can't do so. Curley keeps it back in. Here's Barriga. Barriga, a little wristler to the side of the net, and a save by Champagne, and a save by Champagne and a whistle. So 14:53 to go, second period, UNLV 2, Colorado nothing. And Jeff, certainly yesterday, it looks like there's a much better effort by the Rebels today than there was yesterday. Not that there wasn't an effort yesterday, but I think today they have more of an idea of what they're getting into, and it shows on the ice they're playing much better.
I think that Colorado was playing really fast yesterday, and you know, I don't think UNLV was ready for that. You can see they stepped up the pace today. It's really just making a huge difference in their play.
Face-off won by Colorado in their own zone. Big face-off win, especially when you're on the penalty kill. It's big for both teams for different reasons to win face-offs. As UNLV controls up the middle. Here's a rush by Kozubski. Kozubski has the puck roll off his stick. Now into the corner. UNLV still controls. Back out to the point. Here's Curley. Curley winds up, decides the better of it. Dumps it off down low. Looking for a trailer in front. Here's a shot and a save. Good opportunity. And now from behind, it appears that Connor Hetzel kind of got bowled over by one of the boys from Boulder. See how I did what I did there?
I see what you did.
Thank you.
I like it. I'd expect nothing less.
14:17 to go. Second period, 2-0 UNLV. And so I think it's fair to say that if UNLV gets out of this weekend with a 3-1 record to start their brand new journey at the Division I level, I think people will be happy with that as a bouncing puck comes in on Geisbrook. Geisbrook makes an awkward save, but save nonetheless. Here's Gordon, Jonas Gordon, and a dump in behind Champagne, collected there by UNLV.
I think, you know, to piggyback off your last thought, you know, coming in and playing the number 11 seed, you know, you being the 21 seed, I think a split is favorable.
Yeah, what I'm really interested to see as the power play comes to an end, both teams now at full strength and opportunity in front of Champagne. Nobody there to punch it home, but there was a wide open net on the left side, and now we have another whistle. And Jeff, one of the things that I'm interested to see, I know last year one of my pet peeves was the rankings that A, wouldn't come out consistently, and B, when they did come out, you kind of were confused as to how people were actually conducting these rankings. And the first poll came out, well, unofficial poll, it's not the ACHA poll, but it is a good barometer of where you are. And, you know, UNLV goes to Arizona State and beats them twice, but
right.
Yet when the poll comes out, UNLV's at 21 and Arizona State's still ranked ahead of them. So
and highly ahead of them.
And easily ahead of them. That's right. So, you know, we'll see how that works. I mean, there's no rhyme or reason. And let's be honest about this. These guys are not watching every game. They're just kind of doing things by box scores, by, you know, talking to people. I mean, nobody's sitting down watching the ACHA package.
Right.
So, you know, how they're coming up with the rankings, I'm not sure. And I don't think if you ever really sat down with any of the coaches in this league and said, you know, how are they coming up with the rankings, I'm not sure anybody could actually offer an opinion or sit down and put on paper how they're actually figured out. But
so is it a coaches poll? I mean, do they have these coaches come together, put stuff together?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was at D2.
Right.
I mean, at the D1 level, I'm not sure how they do it. I know there's one poll that comes out that's kind of like a computer-generated poll, which I like that a little bit better because if you take emotion out of this, you know, sometimes that's a good thing. I know, college football toyed with that for a second, and you know that didn't work out so well. But I like sometimes when you take emotion, especially out of this level, because I think there's too many people that can have too big of an influence and give an advantage to one team over another.
Yeah, I agree.
Face-off taken by Jonah Pearson, another new Rebel. One there by Colorado, looking for a trailer in front. Big kick save there by Geisbrook. And Geisbrook has been fantastic this weekend, as has Colin Champagne. 13-16 to go, second period. 2-0 UNLV. Little wrister just wide of Geisbrook. And Colorado still controls in a UNLV end. That's Pippin Wiesbeck. Couldn't find anybody, and it goes out to the neutral zone. So we found out the score as UNLV has the puck behind Colin Champagne, trying to find any kind of a trailer. And that's the one thing that I would say that there's not enough traffic in front for either team this game. We did find out that the first score by UNLV was done by Matthew Painshot. So he gets the first goal for the Rebels. Puck in back of Geisbrook now, taken there by Jonas Gordon. Jonas Gordon tries to dump it out of the zone, unable to do that as Colorado takes over, but finally out. But Joe Kazupski, one of the stars for the Rebels, a little wrister just wide of Champagne. Didn't get on net, but a good opportunity there for the Rebels. Shots even, 9 apiece. Clearly a defensive, both of these games are clearly defensive oriented, as UNLV does a good job to keep it in their offensive zone. In front, here's a wrister just wide, just off the stick. And it looks like there it was Victor Brass who just rolled off his stick, but there was a wide open net, just unable to get it home. Shot inside by Jonas Gordon, and UNLV doing a much better job getting pucks to the net. It's just the finishing that they will have to do a better job on it as the season goes on. All through the middle is Painshot. Painshot still battling for the puck on the far end, and UNLV still controls in the Colorado end. Shot just wide, chased down there by Plonsky. Sean Plonsky battles it or shoves the puck around back up to the point. Thought about a shot from the point, didn't get one off. A wrister from the left side also doesn't get through as Colorado controls. Still unable to get it out of their own zone, and now able to do so as they're now 1-on-3. Battle in the corner. UNLV controls that, wins that battle. Sean Plonsky with the puck. Avoids a big hit in the corner. UNLV still pinned back in their own end. There's Tristan Mayer. Mayer chasing the puck now. Matt Anders dumps it back in for Colorado. Here's a 2-on-1. Great defensive play in front. Puck's still loose in front. And Sean Plonsky did a great job on a 2-on-1, breaking up that pass as Plonsky comes back down the ice, dumps it into the Colorado end. UNLV goes for a change. 10-16 to go, second period. 2-0 UNLV.
That transition in front, I mean, UNLV's getting some great defensive plays. No easy shots. Everything's being contested. It's exactly what you want to do when protecting your goalie.
Puck still bouncing around in the corner, controlled there by Victor Brask. And Brask has the puck roll off his stick. Now Colorado has an opportunity as Jake Bauer had a wrister go high and a deflection out of play. So 9:51 to go, second period, UNLV 2, Colorado nothing. Of course, last year, Central Oklahoma won the ACHA Division I National Championship. They won two out of the last 3 years. And Jeff, you talk about hockey in untraditional places. You know, a place like Central Oklahoma, which would probably be one of the last states you would think that that hockey would thrive on, at least at the ACHA level, certainly has done so.
Yeah, I mean you're talking about Oklahoma, which is obviously a football state. You know they got two of the top 10 teams in the country right now, and you know you're talking about dropping an ice rink on there and just playing some hockey. I mean that's just untraditional, just as it's untraditional in Las Vegas. But you know with the Golden Knights moving in, and right now we got the Golden Knights ice crew on the ice cleaning up. It's kind of good to see. You know, we saw it work in Phoenix and Atlanta and other untraditional areas, and we'll see how we do in Vegas.
Is hockey, Jeff? Hockey is the only sport, but we worry about what is traditional versus non-traditional. I hear all the time people say, "Well, they're playing hockey in the desert." I'm like, "Well, why not? They play baseball in Toronto. What does that matter?"
That's
true. I mean, when does your climate or environment? Since when is that a reflection of how much you care about the sport?
Well, the only sport I can think of is golf in Canada because there's not a
right,
very short season. You have to use the pink balls or the yellow balls just to be able to find it in the sun.
I mean, when do you get your official card of I'm a traditional market now? I mean, Nashville was on fire last year in the playoffs. That city was on fire, but somehow certain traditional markets don't want to hand out traditional cards.
Well, I love to see Nashville and what they did, you know, knocking off Chicago in the first round of the playoffs. I mean, just really exciting for the city.
Just a mare in a face-off, doesn't win it back to the point, and a big slapper in on Geisbrecht for the save. Well, Geisbrecht has been spectacular today. He's in his first weekend, he won both games against Arizona. This is his fourth start. 1.50 goals against going into this weekend. Has been fantastic, as has most of the new recruits for UNLV. Face-off won by the Rebels, something that we harped on yesterday of not doing. Jake Sachs controls, runs it back in back of Geisbrook, but Buffalo keeps it in the Buffs keep it in the offensive zone. Now in front, Jonas Gordon tried to clear, unable to do so as Bauer had control, also couldn't find a trailer, so Colorado had no opportunity, but here's a possible breakaway on the other side. Jake Sachs, not enough speed. Good job there by Colorado to make sure that Sachs wasn't able to make a move to the front of the net. And the Buffs come back through the neutral zone. Battle there in the near corner. UNLV controls now. Here's Jonas Gordon. Gordon gets a puck up. Little wrister just wide. Colin Champagne didn't have to make a save on that, but just wide. Good opportunity there. UNLV's just a little bit quicker today. Their passes and their shot and their thought process just a little bit quicker than it was yesterday.
I agree. And, just watch them yesterday, I think there was a little bit of frustration that was setting in, because they really couldn't set up their offense. They were getting shots on goal, but not clean shots in front of the net. So a lot of different play today, and we're definitely getting more shots, which is great to see.
.48 to go, second period, 2-0 UNLV. Just got a message on our Twitter feed. We're doing the best we can to get this up and running, but we just got a message on our Twitter feed to possibly turn the volume up a little bit if we can. If we cannot, we apologize. Battling back of Colin Champagne as UNLV does a good job winning the one-on-one battles today, or has done a good job winning the one-on-one battles.
Kind of surprised as loud as you talk, Dana, they can't hear you.
Okay, we're gonna go there. Okay, that's okay. No, that's good, Jeff.
That's right. I work on my tone as well.
This is why I chose to work alone.
That's usually what I do. I work alone.
Because then at the end of the game, I asked myself, "How did you do?" And they're like, "Oh, you're wonderful."
Yeah, you did great. Hey, I'm right behind you, man. You're doing a great job.
Yes. Puck back to Geisbrook, chased there by Plonsky. Geisbrook tried to get it out of the zone, unable to do so. A shot from the point doesn't get to Geisbrook, but a good opportunity there for Colorado. Puck over to the half board. Big battle in front, 2-on-1. Advantage for Colorado in the far corner as they win that battle, but the puck goes back out of the zone as Colorado's unable to keep it in. 7:28 to go, second period. UNLV 2, Colorado nothing. Battle won there by Jonah Pearson. And he was going up against 2 buffs and won the battle, and then puck sent all the way down to the Colorado end. So if you're wondering about ACHA, which I've had a lot of conversations about with people, it is in its 27th season, and the team that has won the most titles in the ACHA is Penn State. They have won 5, and Ohio has won 4 times. And Ohio was the team that UNLV beat last year at the Division II level, but of course we're talking about Division I championships, as Colorado has a chance in front and swiped away by Cameron Fink as the puck was loose in the low slot. And a battle there around the far corner. Another wrister just wide of Geisbruck. Doesn't get to him. And UNLV is more than happy to allow the wristers and the slappers from the outside. Big hit there by Chase Toronto. But Colorado remains in control in their offensive end. And a slap shot just wide of Geisbruck. Looked like that was a little bit closer than it was. From this angle, it looked like it was potentially going in, but it was just wide. Big hit there on the near boards there by Chase Toronto. And UNLV still having a difficult time getting it out of their own zone as Colorado maintains the puck. Looking for a trailer. Now UNLV has numbers in the far corner, but Colorado has an opportunity in front. Wrister just wide. And a high slot opportunity doesn't get to Geisbruck. He makes a save, glove save from Geisbruck, but allows a rebound. Now he jumps on the puck in front of his crease, and play is stopped. Probably the best sequence of opportunities for Colorado that they've had all day. 5:59 to go, second period, 2-0 UNLV.
Man, that was some good hockey right there. To see UNLV just staying in front, keeping the defender in front, and just keeping the pressure on. No easy shots this game for Colorado.
Well, it's the first time that you can say that Geisbruck allowed a rebound opportunity. Nobody was there in front for Colorado to punch it home, thankfully, from UNLV's perspective. But certainly, the more pucks, and I talked about this yesterday, the more pucks you get to the net, I mean, you are really forcing not only the goaltender to make saves, but you're also forcing him to make sure that there's no rebounds. And that's why it's so important to get somebody to the net, because they're going to give up rebounds for sure at one point. So in a game like yesterday where one goal mattered, the fact that their inability to actually get somebody to the front of the net really hindered their chances of tying that game up when it was 1-0.
Yeah, I agree 100%. And you know that the fact that UNLV is contesting a lot of shots, you know, they'll give up the slap shots outside, but they're not getting anyone inside to poke anything back in, and it's exactly the game that UNLV wants.
Ice crew doing a great job of cleaning up. That's new this year. I don't think we had an ice crew last year.
Yeah, I think they're practicing actually.
Yeah, as Vegas Golden Knights
season opener.
Sure.
Which I'm kind of looking forward to going to the game against the Red Wings. We might actually be able to beat the Red Wings because they're so poor.
Well, so far the Golden Knights know they can beat Vancouver, and then they can beat Colorado. Although it'll be a completely different story as Kazupski wins the faceoff. Completely different story when the season starts, as we've crushing blow right in front of us, and Connor Hetzel is down but gets right up. Crushing blow in front, and in fact, it could have been a penalty, but there was no call on the play. As UNLV goes back to the other side, tries to find an open net, can't get a stick on it. Referee goes down. As Colorado controls the puck, coming back fast to the other way. UNLV had numbers. Colorado took advantage, came back, had numbers themselves as it's wrapped around the boards. There's Riddell for Colorado as Matthew Painshot controls. And we're going to have a penalty on UNLV. Andrew Bradford went down. Looks like we're going to have a cross check. And I'm guessing that it's Connor Hetzel. And that whole sequence started when Connor Hetzel got crushed in the near board from where we are. And I'm sure Connor wasn't very happy about that. And then went back and got some retaliation. And we all know, Jeff, what happens when you're the second person, when you're the one getting some revenge, you're the one that's going to get the penalty. But in all fairness, they could have called a penalty here, just like last weekend at Arizona State when Bozasov got crushed up against the boards. There wasn't a call there, and I'm not really sure what you're looking at because that was a blow to the head for sure. UNLV wins the important face-off, but Colorado still controls in their offensive end. Here's a wrister from the point just wide of Geisbrook. Geisbrook not forced to make the save as Luke Carter chases the puck. A battle in the corner, gets it out to the point, almost out, not out. Now to the far side, there's Trace Jablin. Jablin gets it in the middle, back to Jablin. Jablin trying to make a move in front, can't do it, and still the puck is kept to the perimeter. Colorado looking to get that puck inside, not able to. There's Carter's in the middle now. And one thing your defensemen have to do is make sure that they don't leave those guys unattended because if the puck goes through, you're one-on-one with the netminder. Carter still battles in the middle there's Anders. Far side, wrister just wide, doesn't get into Geisbrook, but UNLV unable to clear, and Colorado still controls in their end. Big battle in front by Carter and by Carter and Jonas Gordon in front as Gordon's trying to do a job on Carter, and there's a big battle in front, and Colorado's trying to get it in. Here's a slapper from the point, they score! Well, Colorado finally gets on the board, and the reason why they got on the board is because there was a screen in front, and there was a battle there in front, and I think if you ask Ben Geisbrook about that goal, he did not see it. And Colorado gets on the board with 3:58 to go in the first period, and UNLV has a 2-1 lead. So we'll see if we can. We don't get to hear the goal scorers from where we are, right. So we apologize to the friends and family in Boulder, but take pleasure in knowing that your Buffs are up on the board 2-1. And UNLV with the puck.
Back to full strength.
Sean Plonsky had an opportunity. Puck in the middle, loose in the middle, finally picked up by the Rebels. Jake Sachs finally picks it up and dumps it down the Colorado end. So period in its closing moments, 3 minutes, 27 seconds left. And Colorado, let's see, here's a chance in front, a big save by Geisbrook. One-on-one there with Minobi, and he stole one from Minobi right out in front. And Colorado playing with renewed confidence, but UNLV back into the Buffs' end. Looking to get that goal back. Shots on goal, 14-11 in favor of Colorado. So as we said earlier, it's clearly a defensive battle. But you can see Colorado's got a little jump on their step right now. Jacob Curley loses the puck, and then it creates a Buffs opportunity. It didn't get on net. But obviously we want to make sure that when the puck comes off your stick, there's an intended target, and there wasn't one there, and almost an opportunity for the Buffs. And Colorado still controls in the UNLV end. Here's Wiesbrook. Wiesbrook around the far boards. Wrister back and behind Geisbrook. Still one there by the Buffs. Opportunity in front, doesn't get to Geisbrook, and UNLV finally controls outside the zone, up through the middle. Here comes Painshot. Painshot dumps it to the corner, takes a spill in the corner, and UNLV still controls. Back to the point. Here's almost a slapper, decided not to do it, then pass it on the far corner, and UNLV loses control of the puck. Colorado back into the offensive zone, looking for a. Well, we don't. Of course, we don't have them on the roster. Looking for an opportunity in front. Colorado couldn't get it on Geisbrook, but trust me when I tell you, it was a good opportunity for him. Please, Utah, have all your rosters loaded up on the ACHA website. We'll see you in 2 weeks. And UNLV back out of the zone. Good job there by Matthew Painshot. With 1:22 to go in the second period, Colorado just got on the board to make it 2-1. So things have tightened up here at City National Arena. Battle behind the boards, UNLV behind the goaltender. And UNLV now controls. Big hit on the far corner. Battle for the puck. Just a minute to go, second period. Shots on goal now, 15-11 Colorado. And we're going to just audio now, Jeff.
Just audio.
Okay, just audio. Okay, so we'll really describe it. Colorado behind their goaltender, Champagne. Gets it up to their forward and all the way down the ice. Race for the puck. No icing. As Colorado controls in the near corner. Bradford fighting for the puck. Still big battle in the corner. 22 seconds left in the first period. Still battling. 2-on-1. UNLV should win this battle. You got two guys there. Bradford trying to move the puck. I think he was on the puck. He could have called a delay of game. And now we got a little bit of a skirmish, as you would imagine. And Bradford looking to fight with two of the Rebels.
I see guys headbutt like that with their helmets on. It's get confused a little bit.
DeAndre John, a new Rebel, was also getting into it. Talked to DeAndre last week, and DeAndre looked like he looks like a kid that certainly, if he keeps on working hard, he's going to be a kid that's going to make a major impact on this program. Ton of speed, seemed like a great kid, as does most of these guys. I mean, all of the guys, really. I haven't talked to anybody I didn't feel that about. Chance there in the middle for Colorado. 2 seconds to go in the second period. 1-0, and that's the end of the first period.
Second period. End of 2.
So at the end of 2, UNLV will take a 2-1 lead into the second intermission. Colorado has a 15-11 shots on goal advantage. And buckle up for the third period, because at the end of 2, UNLV 2, Colorado 1. We'll be back right after the second period intermission. Okay. Welcome back to City National Arena. Third period is underway between UNLV and Colorado. UNLV has a 2-1 lead. Face-off already taken down in the UNLV end, controlled by the Rebels. So Colorado gets on the board late in that second period to make it a 2-1 game. And let's see what the second period intermission has done for the Buffs as they try to get this game tied up. Similar to what UNLV went through yesterday, down 1-0 for most of the game as the puck bounces through the neutral zone. Taken there by UNLV, dumped in. UNLV makes a line change as the Buffs control. Here's Painshot, who had one of the UNLV goals, wraps it around. Big wrister, big slap shot rather. Doesn't get into Champagne. And an opportunity in their front, one-on-one, and there's going to be a penalty. But great save there by Geisbruck. There's going to be a UNLV penalty, and Colorado's going on a power play. Big Colorado power play, considering they're down by a goal. So 18:58 to go in the game. Shots on goal, Colorado leads 16-11. But in the column that's important, UNLV is up 2-1. Faceoff will be down in the UNLV zone. And it looks like it's going to be a penalty to Jacob Curley. Didn't see what the call is because it's on the far end. And these are the face-offs that UNLV must win. And this is what they didn't do yesterday, didn't do it today either. Fortunately for them, Colorado won the face-off, but the puck bounces out of the zone, so Colorado has to come out and regroup before going in. Battle there in the neutral zone. Here's an opportunity to pick the puck picked off, slapper in on Champagne, and a big save. Fantastic job there by Tristan Mayer. Mayer had 2 shots in on Champagne, shorthanded. Second one was a bigger save than the first, but good job forechecking by Tristan Mayer as he continues to do good work on the Buffalo forwards. Now the Buffs able to carry into the UNLV zone. And back of Geisbruck, and back out of the zone. 1:11 to go in the penalty, 18:07 to go in the game. 2-1 UNLV. As UNLV looks to start the season 3-1, and this is Colorado's second game, so if they drop this one, they would fall to 2-2. But Colorado has a minute left in the power play to try to tie things up. Back out to the point, back over to Anders. Anders looking to get it in on net, unable to do so. Back to Anders. And it's just pitch and catch between the point and down on the low boards, or the low corner. Colorado still controls. UNLV trying to get it out of their zone to kill off this penalty. A big power play for Colorado. These are the opportunities that will win or lose games for you. Slap shot gets into Geisbruck, and he makes a huge save, as he did yesterday. And again, the idea is to give your goaltender a clear path, a line of sight. And right there, Geisbruck was able to make an easy save, although a good puck movement by the Buffs to create that opportunity.
Yeah, lots of patience by the Buffs also. They're not taking unnecessary shots. And good defense by the Rebels, not giving them anything clean.
Face-off won by Colorado. Still pitch and catch on the right side. Now back over to the left-hand side. There's Jake Bauer on the left. 1 second left in the power play, and that is killed off, and everybody's back at full strength. But Colorado still controls. Rister inside, does not get to Geisbruck. But the idea of Colorado there is trying to get the pucks to the net and hope for a rebound, which neither one of these goaltenders have given up much in these 2 games. Big hit on the near boards as the puck trickles into the UNLV zone, going hard to the net, and I think Geisbruck got a glove on that. Puck trickles into Geisbruck, another rebound as UNLV controls, coming back out. 3-on-1, 4-on-3 if they hurry. And here's Cody Williams, centering pass and a big save by Champagne. Good job by Cody Williams trying to get in front, and Champagne had to make the big save. Now Colorado goes back into the UNLV zone as it goes behind Geisbruck. Battle there in the corner as UNLV controls. 15:57 to go third period. 2-1 UNLV. DeAndre John, rather. Got to ask him about that. And Barriga, far corner, circles around, looking for an opening to get the puck off his net, off his stick, unable to do so as Colorado clears. Now big move to the middle. There's Bradford, and there's a buff down in the far corner, and whistles blow. So 15:30 to go, third period. And Jeff, it appears that both teams come out with fresh legs. Very active period so far. Nobody seems to have an advantage, and with both of these teams, it kind of looks like two fighters, and they're trying to feel each other out, and one gets a couple blows and another one gets another, and when it's all said and done, it's even, and it looks like as it was yesterday, it looks like it's going to go down to the final minutes again today.
Well, what I'm seeing is they're waiting for someone to make a mistake, and if they're patient, they figure there's going to be an opportunity. Looks like we got a penalty in the power play again for Buffalo.
So Colorado now going to the power play. Jake Sachs gets 2 minutes. So the face-off down and UNLV's in. And these are the opportunities that will make or break a season sometimes, especially it's certainly in games like this where it's so close. These opportunities in the third period, when you're getting these power plays, you have to convert. And if you don't win these games, these are the chances that you look back on and wish that you took advantage of. But Colorado, wrister in front, puck is loose, Geisberg down, another opportunity for Colorado, can't punch it home, back out to the point, circled around to the right side, cross crease pass into the corners. Colorado still controls, battle there in the corner, and behind Geisbrook, and UNLV finally controls it and finally clears it. 1:13 to go in the power play, 14:42 to go in the game. And the Rebels have a 1-goal lead on Colorado as Javelin goes back to get it for the Buffs. Coming down the right side for Colorado. Looking for a trailer in the middle. Big spill there as UNLV clears it again and all the way down the ice. Token forecheck by the Rebels as Jake Sachs goes back to harass a little bit. Check that. Tristan Mayer goes back to. Tristan's done that quite a bit today. He's done a great job going back and being a one-man forecheck. Colorado keeps it in their offensive end. Circled around to the left side. Now back to the right side. And a shot in on Geisberg goes up and over the glass. So 13:44 to go in the third period, 2-1 UNLV. 13 seconds to go in the Colorado power play, and this is the second one this period and a second chance that they've had to tie this game up.
Well, you know as well as I do, killing these penalties is a huge thing for the Rebels. To be able to come back and just hold off any of these little flurries that Buffalo's got going on are big.
Big face-off in the UNLV end. Won by Colorado, able to keep it in their zone, but finally UNLV grabs control of the puck and dumps it into the corner. So that's going to kill off the penalty. Both teams are going to be even strength. And so 13:29 to go, third period. Both teams even strength, 1-goal game as UNLV tries to gain control in the Colorado end. Unable to do so as Weisbrook gets it out of the Colorado end and dumps it in, and we're going to have a it's going to be off icing on Colorado. So coming all the way back for the face-off. University of Colorado, the college that was founded 5 months before the actual state of Colorado was admitted to the Union in 1876. Their enrollment is 34,000 kids, and they apparently have found a bunch of them that can play hockey. 20 national championships in skiing. Go figure. 28 overall. Of course, the one in football that most people remember. As UNLV battles for the puck, and they Low corner, that's John DeAndre. Or DeAndre John. We're going to borrow one of his man names as a slapper in on Champagne. It is gloved easily as the puck would have went wide anyway. A little pushing and shoving. DeAndre John, I think, is one of those guys that kind of gets under the skin of the opposing team, because every time I see pushing and shoving, there's John there right in the middle of it. And you got to have a couple of those grit guys on your team, guys that know how to toe the line but not put you in a bad spot where you're killing off penalties constantly.
Well, growing up as a Red Wings fan, we always had the big boys, Joey Boucher, Bob Probert.
Yeah, Bob Probert, I thought he got in a few fights, I think.
Him and Ty Domi were my favorite fights ever.
The one thing I remember about Probert was, and not so much his play, but when I remember, like probably 92, 93, where the NHL video game came out,
yes. And
every single time you would play with the Wings, I mean, Probert would knock. I mean, you actually could fight in this game, so the Probert would just about win every fight. He almost, that was so secondary to almost the scoring sometimes. I mean, he was slower than death on the ice on the game, but you always wanted to get in a fight with Bob Probert.
Well, he was always the guy that would get in front of the net and body up and wreak havoc for the opponent's goalies as well.
Ice getting cleaned up now, 12:43 left in the game. And, of course, the upcoming schedule for UNLV, they'll be back here in 2 weeks, October 6th and 7th, against University of Utah. Both games at 7:30 at City National Arena. And for the Buffs, they will play Friday versus Utah, and then Saturday at against Eastern Michigan. Both games are at home. Face-off in the near circle. Gruber will take the face-off for Colorado against Kazupski. Kazupski, not a name we talked about. Big wrister, gets to Champagne and he makes the save. I was going to say Kazupski, a name that we talked about numerous times against Arizona State, but only a few times here in the last two games. But big face-off win by him as UNLV controls in back of Geisbrecht. Coming up through the middle, head of steam. Looking for a trailer in front, can't find one. A battle there along the boards. It's Cameron Fink. And the puck comes out to neutral zone with 12:04 to go. Wrister in on Geisbrecht. He makes the save. Another one, puck loose. And he makes a second save. Good opportunity for the Buffs as UNLV transitions back. The puck not finding anyone, so Colorado takes possession. Could have been a big collision there along the boards, unable to do so, but here comes a potential breakaway by Colorado. But Geisbrecht comes out to make the play, and then there's a hit on Geisbrecht, and now they're going to have a little bit of a fisticuffs as Jacob Curley's involved in this, as Curley took exception to the way Geisbrecht was hit as he came out to make the play to make sure that there wasn't a breakaway. So certainly going to be penalties here. Unfortunately, because of Curley's decision to protect the goaltender, which is not a bad thing, but unfortunately it will probably lead to a 4-on-4 here instead of a power play opportunity.
Yeah, anytime the goalie comes that far out of the net, he's leaving himself open. And he actually made the play. He was turned around actually when he got hit.
Yeah.
Which is probably why Curley made exception.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm just saying there is part, and this is because I remember last year a lot of penalty, and that team was able to overcome a lot of their deficiencies as far as knowing when to be physical at the right times, knowing the situations, and so in that situation right there, although I do understand, and you have to protect your goaltender for sure, you have to know that there was going to be a power play coming up, and that potentially could have wiped that off. Now there is one penalty going up right now. That is on Jarman, and that's the only penalty that's up at this moment.
Yeah, I do see a Rebel in the box, so we'll see what ends up getting.
Well, it's nice that you can see that.
It's that laser vision I if I have a
Oh,
good
that's
angle.
amazing. That's fantastic. You can see that. Okay, so we are going to skate.
Yep, 4-on-4.
No. No, it looks. UNLV looks like they're going to a power play. And they certainly are, because it's 5-on-4 on the ice right now. So I'm not sure what the official call was on that. But nonetheless, 5-on-4 now for UNLV. They have a power play for 1 minute 47 seconds. And a big hit attempted along the boards. The hit was missed. And most likely Minobi hurt himself more than the intended target. Puck swept around and back of Champagne in front in the high slot area, unable to get off his stick, is Painshot. And back out to the corner, now out to the point, looking for a big shot in the middle, nobody in front. Big battle in front, finally a cross ice pass in the crease, or in the high slot area. Slapper doesn't get to Champagne, and the puck is cleared. So 1:05 to go in this power play, 10:41 to go in the third period. And UNLV would do themselves a world of good putting one on the board here and extending the lead by 2 goals. Colorado able to clear once again. So UNLV might have one more rush in them. And I know there's 40 seconds to go in a power play, so you would think potentially they have more than one. But we'll see. We were watching the effectiveness of the power play. And Colorado was able to clear the zone, and actually they control the puck through the neutral zone, killing off some time. They might have a chance here. Wrister just wide of Geisberg and out of play. So 10 minutes exactly to go third period, 22 seconds left in a UNLV power play. Shots on goal, Colorado has a 17-15 advantage. Of course, last year at the Division II level, where the excitement first started for UNLV, they finished 28-7. They were number 3 in the West in the final ACHA Division II rankings. And now this year at Division I, they started out in one poll at number 11. It's not the official ACHA poll, but it is a good barometer where teams do take that poll seriously. And we're going to have another penalty here. It could be, I know it was on the far end of the ice. I saw 2 players jabbering at each other, so we'll see what the call is on this. Jeff, did you see?
Looked like he called a cross check, but I didn't see
Okay. So here's a third opportunity for Colorado. We're going to skate 4-on-4 for 16 seconds, and then Colorado's going to have a power play for 1:44, barring any future penalties. So again, Colorado will have their third chance this period via the power play to tie things up. And these are not the things that you want to be doing against a team that can put the puck in the back of the net, especially against the number 11 team in the country. Puck is loose in front. Chance by Colorado. 2 chances. Can't get it by Geisbrook, and the puck goes to the corner. Good job there by Geisbrook. He's been absolutely a stone wall. Wrister in now. Doesn't get the Geisbrook and out of play, but another chance by Colorado. And I think that they understand that these chances are not coming, they're coming few and far between, and you have to take advantage of every one that comes your way.
Yeah, when you get a couple solid shots on net, I mean, they had a nice rebound there. They couldn't win a little bit wide. I mean, it's a good penalty kill by the refs.
Colorado wins the face-off, still holds it in their end, cycles the puck around. Here's a big slapper, more of a pass than anything else, doesn't get within the vicinity of Geisbrook as the Buffs still have the puck on the perimeter. Here's a slapper that doesn't get the Geisbrook, but a good opportunity there as there was an open lane for the Buffs. 9 minutes to go. 2-1 UNLV. 1 minute, just over 1 minute to go in the power play. As the Buffs still control, looking for somebody down low. Now a little wrister still doesn't get to Geisbrook, and it is cleared by the Rebels and all the way down to Champagne. I'm going to go Champagne.
I like Champagne better.
I asked for pronunciations. Get what you get.
That's right.
Colorado now comes in on the offensive end and walks right in on Geisberg, who had to make a glove save. There was a rebound as Colorado still controls. Now back to the middle point, not over to the right. And I apologize because it is a far away. I would love to give you the names. And there's a mad scramble in front, and Geisberg has the puck. Geisberg has been fantastic as the crowd gives him a much earned applause. He's been fantastic for the last 4 games. And I know the games down in Arizona, he was a stone wall, and he's been that way this weekend against Colorado.
Well, great save there, when Rebels have almost killed this penalty, 15 seconds left. And, just to keep the shots to a minimum and to hold the puck when you need to. I mean, the last thing you want is a rebound going in right there.
Big face-off in the UNLV end. Still scrambling for the puck. UNLV does control, tries to wrap it around and out. So that's going to kill off the penalty, and UNLV kills off their 3rd penalty of the 3rd period. And it's not only is it important not to allow your opponent on the scoreboard, but when you kill penalties off, it's a little bit demoralizing, especially if you've had 3. Big hit, and they're going to call a penalty on that. And Colorado's going back to the power play again. And I'm going to tell you, it's a tripping call. But to me, it's a hip check, Jeff. I mean, that you have to be able to hip check somebody. This is still hockey. And it was a big hit against the board. Now, I'm not sure how you're calling tripping on that, but I think hip checking is still allowed.
No, I agree. And, it's with the way that he was coming across, I mean, they might have looked at it as a trip because of the way of the angle that he had on him. But, I mean, overall, you got to be able to hit the guy.
Well, granted, for the angle that we're at, I mean, we're looking right down the boards right now. But I can tell you from our angle, I mean, it looked like the puck barely moved off the stick, and of course Chase Toronto is going to go in for the trip. So back to the power play is Colorado with 7:25. This is their 4th opportunity here in the 3rd period to tie this game up. And you give teams too many opportunities, and once it's not going to be long before they cash one in. But we'd like to see that again. But from this angle, that's a tough call. But anyway, Colorado to the power play, looking to get to the puck down low, unable to do so, and it looks like we're going to have another penalty called, and we'll see what this one is on. And I think this is on UNLV as well.
That's putting yourself in a position you don't want to be in. 2-man advantage for the next minute 20. That's not a good spot for UNLV.
And the door's open. It looks like I didn't see the call because we're 3 miles away from the referee, but it does look like Zach Lawson is going in the box. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 for Colorado for 1:20, and then they will have a power play for 40 seconds after that. This is a good time. I mean, if I'm Coach Anthony Vigneri-Greener for UNLV, this is a good timeout that he's taking. I'm assuming he's the one that called this timeout. Can't hear who called it, but I'm assuming it's a good time to take this timeout and kind of get everybody kind of on the same page, because you can't fall apart at this point in the game. And the last couple minutes, UNLV certainly has been a little bit reckless. So with 6:56 to go in this game, it's 2-1 UNLV. But now they're going to have to kill off a 5-on-3 power play for Colorado. Game experience, to give you an idea real quick. Game experience, 411 games for UNLV. Last year's team for Colorado had over 1,700 games.
Wow.
So to tell you the experience level, and then we didn't have those numbers for this season, but certainly a big experience advantage if you go by last year's number. As Colorado, big slap shot and a save by Giesbrook. And a crowd appreciates that. I can hear that. He has been rock solid. 1:02 left on the 5-on-3. 17 Americans, 11 Canadians, and 2 Swedes make up the UNLV Skating Rebels. 6:38 to go in the game. This is a huge point in the game for Colorado, because if they come away with a defeat today, they can point to these moments, not converting these moments as to why that they lost the second game of this weekend series. Colorado does control the puck out back to the point, down to the far low boards, now back out again. Looking for a lane. UNLV doing a good job getting those sticks in the lanes. Can't get anything out front. It's going to be a wrister opportunity, but it's going to go just wide and out of play. So UNLV doing a great job compacting themselves defensively, not allowing any lanes to Geisbruck. And honestly, if the puck can't get through, you're not putting any goals up on the board. So we're going to go to audio. We're going to charge the camera. Okay. 6:10 to go in the game. Big face-off. This one won by UNLV. But Colorado still controls in their end. Puck swung around to the right side, now back to the left, deep into the corner. Looking for somebody in the middle, trying to get that puck in deep on Geisbruck. Unable to do so. UNLV compacting their defense, making it very difficult for Colorado to get anything inside. Wrister goes just wide, and everything to the net is going to go wide because everybody from UNLV is in front. Here's a slap shot, and that's high above the net, and that went out of play. And first penalty is going to be killed off in 2 seconds. Second penalty in 42. And as big of a deal as it is for Colorado to get the game-tying goal with 5:38 to go, this is also a momentum change for the Rebels, able to kill off a 5-on-3 in addition to the previous penalties they've already killed off this period. But again, they lose the face-off, big face-offs that they need to win. First penalty is killed off. They thought they might have scored there, and a wrister inside went just wide, and the whistle blew again. And the puck landed in the back of the net.
Most of this period's been played in the Colorado offensive end.
I know that. That's why I haven't been able to tell anybody who's got the puck.
Recently challenging to call the game from here. But hey, UNLV's done a great job on defense to keep them off the puck and getting really clean shots. They're not getting them any clear lanes, which is great, and UNLV clears the puck.
5:20 to go in the game. UNLV 2-1. 20 seconds left on the power play for Colorado, as they really have not been able, even on the 5-on-3, to get quality scoring chances. And here's UNLV with the puck rolled off Jonas Gordon's stick. And the second penalty has been killed off, so both teams at full strength. 5:53 to go in the game. And a whistle blows and we'll take a timeout. UNLV institution, that we talked about the length of time that Colorado has been an institution, admitted before it actually became a college, before the state of Colorado was admitted into the union. But UNLV also has a birthday. This month UNLV turns 60. And to give you an idea, I mean, I don't think a lot of people understand, and when the Vegas Golden Knights were coming here, we always had to kind of educate people not only about the city but the state as well. And do you know that Las Vegas is the largest, or is the largest state or city? What are we again, Jeff? Is the youngest city, major city in the country. And I'm telling you, we as far as what the city has done in just 100+ years is amazing. And I've always said to people, if you take from Las Vegas and don't let it take from you, it's the best city in the world. I travel all over, and I'm more than happy to call this place my home for 25 years.
Oh, I love it here. I mean, the thing about Las Vegas is the convenience of the town. I mean, it really doesn't get much better than being able to do whatever you want to do at any point during the day.
So ice crew coming out, cleaning up the ice. 4:51 to go. 30,000 students attend the University of Nevada, Las Vegas. It was just recently named the most diverse college in the country. First commencement was in 1964 with 29 students graduated. So it's come a long way.
That's
and
a
here's
stat
the
I haven't heard before.
well, leave it to me. I got a lot of time on my hands. Face-off won by the Buffs, and the UNLV end poked out to the neutral zone. Good fight there along the boards. Might have been interference, but that would have been ticky-tack to call that. 22-15, shots on goal. Colorado leaves in that statistic, but the important column is UNLV 2, Colorado 1 with 4:29 to go in the game. As UNLV tries to poke it back out, unable to do so. Shot in on Geisbrook as he makes the save. And puck in back of Geisbrook now. Big scrum in back of him. Way too far away to tell you the participants in the scrum. And a shot just wide of Geisbrook. Colorado getting a lot of opportunities, but most of their shots have gone wide as the puck comes down to the Colorado end. There's Fink looking for a trailer, finally gets it back to Robin. And Robin looking for the return, doesn't get it, but Fink in controls. Back out to the point, big slap shot and a save. And a collision out front as Joe Kozubski was involved in that. And Kozubski was pushed as he was trying to make his way to the net. So face-off in the Colorado end. 3:43 to go in the game. UNLV is on the verge of going 3-1 if they can kill off the next 3:43 without allowing a goal.
Well, I think that the end of this game is going to get a little chippy like it did yesterday.
I thought yesterday was a little chippier, though.
Yeah.
I think today was well played. Has been well played. It's been physical. But I thought yesterday there was but I think there's more jawing going on out there today, too. Well, face off in the Colorado end.
We certainly are not going to hear that jawing from here.
No. I can't even hear the PA from here. Colorado controls in the neutral zone. 3:33 to go. Puck being most of the play now in the neutral zone. And that's good for UNLV as they continue to kill off time. And we're going to have a penalty.
At this point, it's just about puck control and keeping it out of your zone and more than anything else out of the net.
So there's a penalty call with 3:15 left, and it looks like it's going to be against Colorado. So UNLV is going to be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. And that essentially means that that Colorado will only have a minute 15 of 5-on-5 time when the penalty is over. The penalty is going to, of course, not on the roster. Maybe I should look on the roster before I start going to. Penalty goes to nobody that's on my roster. Quick timeout here.
That'll work for right now.
Yeah. Well, next. In 2 weeks against Utah, I'm going to get everybody that's played for the last 3 years on that team. So 3:15 left. Quick timeout.
It's a great position for UNLV right now. They can be on the power play for the next 2 minutes. They can put one in the net, obviously have a little bit of a cushion. If they can, Colorado kills off the penalty. They basically have a minute 15 of just rough and tough hockey. Because you know it's going to get tight.
Payne-Shaw taking the face-off for the Rebels. Big face-off for UNLV to win. Do not. Battling for the puck in the corner. And any battle in the corner is a good one. Taken out there now by Kozubski. Kozubski looking for somebody in the middle, unable to do that. Tries to get it back out to the point. But the puck goes back out to the neutral zone, so UNLV has to clear. And now back into the offensive zone. Here's a shot in the middle, off the post. UNLV puts it in. Cody Williams out in front, and UNLV takes a 3-1 lead, and that's Cody Williams' first goal of the season. And the chain of events there, was a puck bounced off the post, came back out, pounced on by Cody Williams, and he jams it home. And the skating Rebels have a 3-1 lead over Colorado with 2:46 left in the game.
Yeah, that's a big transition right there. They got a couple clean shots. You're right, the first one did hit the crossbar, but the second one was off the post. And then the third one actually bounced back out right to Cody, and he plugged it in.
Cody Williams from Las Vegas, Nevada. 2 years in the UNLV system. He's played 62 games, has 72 goals and 63 assists. So he's averaging a goal in game in his UNLV. Here's a chance again to make it 4-1. The second, the backhand failed to get past Champagne, but two great opportunities from the Rebels. A backhander there by Berrigan with an open net, and then a chance for Colorado. A big save by Geisbruck, a scramble in front, 2:19 to go, and Colorado scores to make it 3-2. Well, big scramble in front, and Geisbruck was down, and Colorado was able to put it past him. And now we have a one-goal game once again. So we could go 20 minutes, 30 minutes without any scoring. And then just like that, within 30 seconds, we have 2 goals, and UNLV and Colorado are once again a one-goal affair.
Man, you know that last goal might have knocked out our video as well.
It's no surprise.
Man, that's terrible.
2:13 to go, 3-2, UNLV over Colorado. Big battle in the corner as it's poked down in the UNLV end. The Rebels control, cannot clear, as Colorado now has a do-or-die. As they're looking like they're a team that's in a do-or-die situation, just trying to pick out who was handling the puck in the corner. And now it's out to the neutral zone. UNLV is more than happy to keep that puck tied up along the boards. Puck comes out, and the Rebels have control as they try to clear deep, unable to do so. And now Colorado has it in the UNLV end. 1:35 to go, 3-2 UNLV. And UNLV packing it in defensively, and the puck goes out as everybody has to come out and clear. 1:25 to go as Colorado making a line change and a whistle blows. Well, it's as good as it gets for UNLV. I mean, if you went into this season thinking, and I know talking to a couple guys on the coaching staff, and they're thinking, they're saying, we're going to surprise a lot of people. And I think if they're able to hang on with 1:23 left, I think that if you said, hey, look, after the first 2 weekends, you're going to be 3-1, I think they would take that. Fortunately for Colorado, they still have 1:23 left. And they're 1-0 on the season, and they want to leave Las Vegas with their record unblemished. Face-off won by the Rebels. Tried to kick it back out. Still kept into the offensive zone, and now out with 1:14 left. Pulled goaltender. Colorado pulled their goaltender. UNLV, as the puck trickles in front, unable to get a stick on it. Now Colorado with a 6-on-5 advantage, and UNLV controls in back of Geisbruck. And they're able to control. And the puck shot all the way down at the end, wide of the goal, fought there by Lawson. Lawson tried to backhand it into the empty net, unable to do so. 50 seconds left in the game. Colorado controls, looking up the middle of the ice, trying to break somebody free. 41 seconds left. Down low and back of Geisbruck. Now skating in back of Geisbruck. Back to the point. Over to the right-hand side. Wrister inside, just wide of Geisbruck. Colorado not able to get the puck in deep. 26 seconds left. We're going to have a penalty, and we'll see what the call is there. Looked like a cross-check. If my eyes...
That's going to put him on a 7 or 6-on-4 situation for the last 26 seconds.
Now we'll see what it looks like it's penalty on UNLV. So Colorado with 26.2 seconds left is going to be on a 6-on-4. Jonah Pearson going to the box. So huge. I know we talk about this all the time. This is a huge face-off win for UNLV as Colorado wins the face-off. 6-on-4. 23 seconds left. Big slapper to Geisbruck, and he makes a save. Big save by Geisbruck. And a clear path from the stick to the glove of Geisbrook with 20.2 seconds left. 3-2 UNLV, 6-on-4 advantage. And the Rebels have had to kill off a ton of penalties here in the third period. And it looks like they're going to try to clear this one, unable to do so as Colorado keeps it back in a high slot, finally out into the neutral zone. 4 seconds left. It looks like UNLV is going to go on to win this game. Half a second left. And that's it, folks. UNLV has beaten Colorado 3-2 at City National Arena as they're going down to control and mob their goaltender, and rightfully so. Geisbrecht had 24 saves today and a fantastic effort. Even 24 saves is not a ton, but certainly in those 24 saves, there were at least 5 or 6 that were of quality. So both teams going to center ice now to congratulate each other and say their thank yous. There's a lot of things that happen in this line. We should have a overhead mic.
You know, a great game to watch. I mean, high intensity with UNLV. You know, the great defensive game. I mean, we really can't ask for much more than that from these guys. You know, kind of played with their backs against the wall the whole third period. Killed what, 6 penalties. Great job, Rebels.
Yeah, just like I talked to a couple of the guys last night, and I said, you know, this is just, I know what you're used to doing. And last year, you went into most of those games expecting to win. This is a whole different level. So now they come out in a Division I level with a bunch of freshmen, 3-1, and I think they're going to feel pretty good about themselves for the next couple weeks leading into Utah as the Skating Rebels salute their fans. And the fans have been absolutely amazing for these last 2 games.
Yeah, absolutely great crowd and for the Rebels. And if this is anything like what's going to be happening the rest of the year, man, we're going to be in store for some great hockey.
Well, head coach Eric Ballard for Colorado, his team falls to 1-1, and UNLV goes to 3-1. Upcoming schedule, as we said, in 2 weeks they'll be back here at the Ice Center against the University of Utah, and they'll be October. What's that?
Or City National Arena, one or the other.
What did I say?
The Ice Center. It's okay.
Oh my gosh, did I say that?
Oh
man. Well, you know. Old habits die hard.
We still got to get used to this.
All I have to do is read the middle.
That's right.
Okay. So thank you for joining the broadcast today. Final score from City National Arena, UNLV 3, Colorado 2. We'll see you in a couple weeks. Thanks for watching.
Thank you.